kissing. Buster LeBlanc. Hi. I brought water. It's spring water like you wanted. It's in a blue cup. The regular pink cup that you like isn't ready right now.
Oh, well, then.
I could run back and get that.
But he was really
I'm sorry to bother you.
Reese Witherspoon, Alec Baldwin, George Clooney, Sean Penn, Winona Ryder, and Susan Sarandon also did guest stints on Friends. Rebecca Romaine turned from underwear model to first-time actress on the show.
Courtney Cox was awesome. Like I remember she was like, you should do this. I mean, you should still do Victoria's Secrets, but you should also do this.
But there's no denying that the Friends were why millions tuned into the show each week, making it a top 10 show since the day it debuted. With the show expected to make billions of dollars in reruns, the cast took a second look at their paychecks. Having initially signed deals typical for unknown talent, with salaries reportedly in the $20,000 to $25,000 an episode range, the Friends did something unheard of. They stuck together and presented a united front in their negotiations for their first major raise. It took them each to a reported $100,000 an episode. For a while, the media wasn't so friendly.
They gave us all a hard time, and aren't we bratty little spoiled actors to go in and do whatever it was we did.
By its final season, the cast was making $1 million an episode, and they negotiated with an all-for-one attitude.
We wanted to be paid the same because we thought that was fair.
Who says money changes everything? The friendships formed in Central Perk are priceless.
Unfortunately, we have to walk around holding each other like this all the time.
This is the one problem.
So it's kind of difficult.
That's the big problem.
Sleek, stylish, sexy mainstays of the red carpet, the Friends have mastered the fine art of the arrival. Well, almost.
Hi, you're late. Why are you late for a very important date?
I'm late for a very important date, but that's the great thing about being in an ensemble. You know, all five of them are in there. I can just come in.
You just sneak in at the last minute.
Yeah, exactly.
This wasn't the first time E.T. found Matthew in an awards rush.
I spent a good 45 seconds on it. Came up with this. Last year, though, at the awards, the whole serving staff had the exact same tuxedo as me, so it was kind of embarrassing.
I have nothing to say on camera. Calvin Klein talks. There it is.
At the SAG Awards in 1996, Courtney thought there was little chance they'd take home the honor, so she decided to skip the usual preps.
This is the first time I actually didn't do hair or makeup, thinking, well, we're just going to go and have a little fun and support Lisa. But here I am looking like this, and we won. So there you go.
The night taught Courtney a valuable lesson when Emmy time rolled around.
And what do you do to get ready for TV's biggest night? Put a lot of makeup on.
Heat caused Matt to have trouble remembering what he was wearing at the 1995 Emmys.
The tux is on my, Hugo Boss, sorry.
What?
Okay, Hugo Boss.
And the hair?
And the hair I did after I got out of the shower.
A dislocated shoulder forced Matt to use a sling in Emmys 96. It was a standout, along with Calvin Klein, which Matt aptly described.
Badass tuxedo. I could say badass, right? Badass.
Badass Calvin Klein tuxedo. And this is, I affectionately labeled Matt a count this evening. When I saw him, I was like, he's got the count look going on. Very chic, very classic.
Thanks. That's not what he really said in the car.
Jennifer's 1999 Emmy pick was this Randolph Duke number. Choosing a dress really wasn't all that complicated.
You get a couple and you just sort of go with what you feel the most comfortable in. Yeah. And you never know. At the end of it, you're always going, I don't know.
Lisa has generally opted for understated elegance. The look served her well when she won the award in 1998 and talked with E.T. immediately after giving her acceptance speech.
Hello? It's Mom? It's my parents. That's what I want. They're proud of me. I should say they are. They're being filmed, just so you know right now.
You're on the camera early.
Tell her she's going to be on Entertainment Tonight. You'll be, oh, good. That's it.
Winning is great. That's what Jennifer found out in 2002.
How does it feel, Jennifer? Surreal. I'm not good with words, obviously. Talk to these people.
In fact, the whole cast got to experience the thrill of victory, as Friends was honored as Best Comedy.
What are you going to do to celebrate? We're going to Disneyland. I don't know. I want to go to In-N-Out Burger.
In 2003, Jennifer suffered a broken toe. She used a cane to aid her. And at the Golden Globes, the pain was eased when she was honored again. And she shared her delight with Mary in the E.T. photo booth.
How do I get one of these? You know what? This is very pretty. How do you fit in here with your dress? Now we can look at each other or something. Yeah.
That's good.
There was. Oh, we did. We screwed it up. Did we? Oh, well, one more time.
Of course, it's an honor just to be nominated. And over the years, even the Friends have enjoyed stargazing.
I got to sit in the front first row, so I've never been that close to Cher. That was exciting.
Well, Dustin Hoffman's around here somewhere, and he's not too shabby.
E.T. has even helped make some introductions.
Wow.
You're next, go.
Did you say
I said,
poignant and powerful?
yeah, I said everything you were going to say, so it's all out the window.
okay.
Wing it, wing it.
All right, so I'll talk to you guys later.
Have you ever met Daniel?
No.
Hey, Daniel.
Don't do that.
It's Matthew Perry.
Don't do that.
No.
How are you? Very nice to meet you. Good luck tonight.
Breaking the rule that all actors don't actually know each other.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
And while the red carpet is always a little bit crazy, you can find out some amazing things. Like when a young Jennifer knew it would be show business for her.
I had a plastic record player and I played Annie. Me and my hairbrush. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. I'm giving away too much.
A fan frenzy is coming up next with Matt LeBlanc and the ladies. Jennifer's $1 Million Wedding, their super VIP guest list, and the bedroom secret she hid from Brad.
I guess the first time we found out was when our alarm went off.
Then, Courtney Cox gets a kooky hubby and a new name.
Courtney Coquette. Courtney Coxette.
And talk about crazy. Remember Matthew Perry's romance with Julia Roberts?
You know, we've gone out on a handful of dates.
Right.
I think he's a lovely person and terribly funny.
And the most outgoing boyfriend's darkest moments.
How did you get the courage to fight the addiction to Vicodin?
It's the personal side of your favorite must-see stars. We're taking off. T on VH1 says goodbye to Friends. We're getting personal with the stars. America's obsession with Friends was equaled only by its interest in seemingly every single detail of their personal lives, starting with their romances. Jennifer's first famous fling was with Counting Crows' Adam Duritz, who had previously dated Courtney Cox. Then Jennifer was in a long relationship with actor Tate Donovan. But when she began dating Brad Pitt in 1998, her days of playing the field were over. The two were brought together by their publicists, and the most beautiful couple on the planet were soon the most sought after, creating a paparazzi feeding frenzy wherever they went. Brad and Jen made it official in July 2000 when they tied the knot in Malibu. Fireworks provided a fitting finish to the bash. Of course, it helps when you have $1 million to spend and friends like TV producer Marcy Carsey to let you use their Malibu estate. And forget the Golden Globes. This was the celebrity invite to get. Then couple Edward Norton and Salma Hayek, David Schwimmer, David and Courtney Cox Arquette, Cameron Diaz and Jared Leto, Lisa Kudrow with husband Michelle Stern, and Matthew Perry all made the cut.
I didn't have a big fat Greek wedding, but we had a good hour of Greek dancing and some dancers and dancing and, yes, a bouzouki.
You have to have a little bouzouki at your wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Like all newlyweds, they had some adjusting to do. Brad found out his bride's a sleepwalker.
Yeah, my mom used to say that I would just sort of, you know, wake up in the middle of the night and show up basically in the living room and, you know, and then sort of something that happens. Kind of wander back? Wander back, yeah. Or sometimes I just walk myself to bed if I fell asleep on the couch.
And did Brad know this when you got married, that you might just wander off?
No, not until, I guess the first time we found out was when our alarm went off and I walked outside.
During production on Friends, Jennifer was doing double duty working in movies. In 1995, on the set of Till There Was You with Jean Triplehorn, she barely got any sleep.
Yeah, we taped last night. Finished at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Had a 5 a.m. call here. Nice.
Courtney was moonlighting in movies, too. It was on the set of Scream that she met her future husband, co-star David Arquette, and sparks flew from the get-go.
For that love scene, we wanted us to go over a few more kisses, perhaps.
All right, come on.
After a 6-year romance with brooding Batman Michael Keaton, Courtney fell in love with a guy who just made her laugh. And in 1998, he surprised her with a unique double-diamond engagement ring.
I just found it. It looks perfect. It means you and me.
And your reaction when you saw it?
Shock. I was just shocked. Really, I had no idea.
The couple said I do on June 12, 1999. Brad and Jennifer's arrival created a frenzy. Other guests included Paul Rubens and David's sister Rosanna. Even the couple's special friends had to present a chip to get past guards. After the ceremony, decoy limos were sent out to fool the press.